Good battle today. The effort, the play style, I think is something we talked about a lot going into this game. I felt like our guys played with really good effort, really good play style. I thought the energy was really, really good in the dome. Made a couple stops towards the end, big field goal block, put ourselves in position to have a chance to tie the game right at the end. And ultimately, the story for us and the lesson for us is you can't beat yourself. 13 penalties, a lot of mistakes in there that we just got to clean up and put ourselves in a much better position to be successful. And so we got a lot of work to do. That's the beauty of this thing. There's a lot of work coming forward to us, and we'll move the page and get ready for San Francisco here shortly.
How close did you think Juwan was to getting that one at the end?
Yeah, it was close. Obviously, I haven't seen the slow replay, so I don't know how close it was, but certainly it looked like we had a moment there where we had it.
Was there any commonality between the penalties that you figure out?
Certainly a lot of it, the main stuff you got to deal with is the controllables, the pre-snap. I mean, the pre-snap, that was just simply not good enough. That doesn't meet the standard in any way. We have a bunch of penalties on both sides of the football in the pre-snap world, and that's all under our control.
How would you evaluate Spence throughout the entire game?
Yeah, I thought Spence did some good stuff. He put us in position there. Obviously there's highs and lows as you go through a game, but I love the way he approached it, the mindset he played with, and he gave us a chance.
Kellen, why did you choose not to call in timeouts at the end of the first half?
Yeah, we're close. We talked through it. Getting the ball at the end, the start of the third quarter, they still had all three timeouts in their pocket, and so we felt like we'd let it play out and then see on our possession, see if something popped there. And if something popped, we'd keep it alive and put ourselves in position. But definitely something that we talked about.
Kellen, your thoughts on the way that the defense played?
Yeah, I thought the defense gave us a chance at the end. There's a couple big stops there as the game progressed, and I thought they did some good stuff. Penalties, a couple big plays, and some situational football came up on some third and longs. They were able to convert a few third and longs, and that extended some drives, unfortunately.
Was that Alontae Taylor blitz at the end something that y'all kind of saved for a specific moment, or was that just the one that worked?
It's certainly available to us in a number of other situations, but there's risk-reward with that. I thought Brandon did an awesome job calling this game, putting us in a really good position, really great opportunities to compete each and every down, and I thought it was a great call in that situation.
Did you have, were you going to go for the extra point, or if you would have scored in that sense?
I mean, certainly we talk about that all the time, so we'll see when that presents itself. I mean, I'm not going to go down that road right now, unfortunately.
You did have a similar choice though on 4th and 5. Was it once it got backed up?
Down in the low red zone. Yeah, just once it became 5. I mean, if it's 2 and 3, certainly the numbers will lean for you to convert that. But once it got to 4th and 5, it was a little bit behind us. Felt like we can keep it a one-possession game. We're going to have to make a big-time stop, which our defense did, and gave us a chance.
How do you feel like it felt for you just going through it for the first time? As a game manager and all that stuff.
Felt like we gave ourselves a chance. Ultimately, it's not good enough. Ultimately, we're here to win football games, and we got to compete and clean things up. And so, while I love the effort, I love the energy, I love how the guys played in the locker room. We just got to play better. We got to clean it up, and it starts with me just helping emphasize that through this entire next week.
What happened with Fuaga? Obviously, he came out. But...
Yeah, he got banged up on knee, and so we'll just kind of see how it looks.
Was Chris evaluated for a concussion?
He was not.
What do you make of just him gutting it through and being on there for the final plays of this game?
Yeah, he battled each and every play, and I thought, he had a couple things come up, and he just kept, getting ready, and then once he was available, he hopped out there, and so, I thought our guys at the end of the day, they gave us a chance.
Did you have a specific approach and game plan with Spencer? As obviously, you have a quarterback that. There were some longer drives. Was it not high risk, high reward with him or anything?
There's certainly a combination of that. I think it's important to give them completions and move the ball downfield. I thought they did a really good job of, the few opportunities that we did try and get downfield, and we had potentially stuff. I thought they did a good job. They played a lot of shell on us and forced us to play the length of the drive, and so we weren't able to make those explosives that we were probably hoping for.
And what did you like about the way he handled those very comeback drives in the fourth quarter and how he was managing the whole?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I thought our operation was really clean. We gave ourselves a chance at the end. We had essentially 3 opportunities into the end zone, and to have 3 opportunities in the end zone, that's all you can ask for under those circumstances.
With the timeouts, is having a young quarterback like a factor in that? Was there like a part of the discussion saying it's a young quarterback, we don't necessarily want to risk a turnover or something like running the team?
At the end of the half.
Yeah, at the end of
Yeah, at the end of the half. It's certainly something we talked about. We were really close to banging a timeout there, and just stuck with the opportunity that we had. That hey, we'll start with the ball. We still had a little bit of time left to kind of see what happens, and if we were able to gain some yards there, we can play the timeout game, and we'd have plenty of time to get ourselves in a field goal position.
Those last two offensive drives, what worked better? Why did you have so much success in the last two drives?
I think just obviously anytime you're in those situations, the tempo and the completion game that Spencer played with, I thought he did a good job. I thought our guys played faster, as the game went on, and so there's certainly a lot of stuff the first three quarters that we just got to clean up to put ourselves in a better position.
What was Arizona doing defensively in that second half that was potentially giving you all problems?
I thought they did a good job of. We weren't able to get the explosives that we were probably chasing as we went through that game. They didn't present themselves. I thought they did a good job there. Run game, we probably didn't get it going as much in the second half, and I thought they did a couple good jobs of just playing really gap sound and fitting things really well in the run game. We weren't able to squeeze any out.
Did you get any feedback on if anything went wrong on that field goal operation?
I have not communicated with that.
What was it about the pre-snap penalties, maybe in regards to the offensive line, having new faces in there? How much is that an impact?
Yeah, that's something, obviously, that's one of the most important things we got to do to narrow that down and figure out a plan of action to get better because, that'll be what Monday's all about. We got to clean that up. We got to play at a higher standard there. It's not something that's come up the last week, so that's a frustrating thing when it shows up on game day and puts us in some bad positions, and so we got to get better there.
You guys had a lot of, we had referees pretty much every day at training camp. Was it surprising to you that you put such an emphasis on it?
Yeah, it's just a discipline thing. And obviously, it starts with me. I just got to make sure our guys, play that standard. We got to play better there. Too many drives, the momentum is created, and then the momentum stopped. But it's just because now we're behind the chains in too many situations around midfield.
And what do you think about the game that Cam Moore had today?
Yeah, I thought Cam just really steady. I thought he did an excellent job. Obviously, he was able to make some big-time plays for us that, early in the game and even down the stretch. And, I can't say enough good things of, he did a great job.
I don't know if that's without the benefit of hindsight, but do you feel now because at the end of the game, do you still feel good about your decision with the timeouts at the end of the first half, or is that something you want to
Yeah, I mean, we can play the rewind game a lot. I get that aspect of it. And so, we felt like we had the ball. We still had a chance before half to kind of see how that thing played out. Felt like we were in a good position. It was a one-score game, and, we had plenty of football ahead.
Why didn't you take the timeouts on you ran one play and then just let it go? Is it just because of where you guys are at?
Yeah, just if we got a little bit more, we would put ourselves in a better position.
You thought in the defense, just in the second half, it seemed like things were kind of getting away a little bit, and you were able to kind of pull it back like that.
Yeah, I just thought the defense did a really good job. There were some third and longs and some of those things that showed up early in the game that we just we weren't on top of, and so we missed some opportunities there. Settled in. I thought a number of stops down the stretch. I thought they did a really good job of getting Arizona behind the sticks in a few situations, and they gave us a chance.
Is there anything you can pinpoint from the third downs in particular? It just seemed like the first half it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's probably we'll have to evaluate it, and just the communication. When you're pressuring guys, we're really close on the pressures, and then the back end's got to be tied together and match people up.
From what you could tell, what worked on the Alvin Kamara touchdown run?
Yeah, I thought it was just a really good job up front. The combination blocks were really good. I thought Alvin had some great patience, and he found the space to the right, and so he did a nice job with his vision, just seeing it and giving us a chance.
You guys probably have a little bit more pass heavy in the second half. I know you were playing from behind and there was clock management, but was it also something like you saw was working with the passing game that you wanted to lean more heavily into?
We just weren't efficient enough in the run game, and felt like there were some opportunities on first down to maybe get some completions and not play behind the sticks a little bit more, and so that led into a little bit more passing as we went.